What's up, y'all? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Do the voice. Do the YouTube voice.
Yo, what's up, fams?
I need your energy. I need your energy.
Me and him had so many conversations on camera, off camera, and one thing that we had a conversation about that was on and off camera, if you want to be statistical with it, was about like growing up and kind of understanding your emotions. And he was talking about it. Like, you ever had a time where you said at a young age, have you ever had a time where you really kind of opened up with your emotions? And I have a time. I was about 10, 11 years old. I was getting picked up from school. At this time, my grandmother had passed. And I remember they told us, and I was in bed and I was crying and all that, but we still had to go to school. The next day, I don't remember all that. But I remember my grandmother picked me up. And the whole day, I didn't cry or nothing, and it just felt weird.
Why it felt weird?
It just felt weird because it was like, as a child, I'm over here contemplating death.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
I see
damn,
what you're
I
saying.
could die and like,
Yeah, it just
nothing
open your
stops.
eyes. Yeah, like, yeah.
So it was weird. It was like my grandmother passed, and in my head, I was thinking, she's gone, and I gotta go back to school.
Mhm.
Mama got to go back to work. My dad got to go back to.
It didn't make sense as a kid. It was like, why is the world still moving? Did y'all not realize what just happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then it freaked me out because it was like, bro, what the like? I don't get it. And then I got in a car with my mother, and she was asking me how I was doing, and I think it's the first time in my life, one, I ever acknowledged my feelings. Two, I think it was the downfall of depression that hit me, and three, it was the first awkward encounter I ever had. I looked at my mother and I said, "Mama, I'm sad,"
Mhm.
just like that.
Oh, wow. How old were you?
I think I had to be like 10, 11.
Mm.
And I didn't understand what sad was.
Yeah.
I looked
You didn't
at my
really-
mama, I said, "Mama, I'm sad." And she just looked at me, was like, "What?" And we had another conversation about our parents kind of learning and growing and trying to do their best not to copy their parents so they can teach us better.
Mhm.
I knew my mother didn't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, because it's like they're not used to that, having a conversation about their feelings as a child.
That caught her
Yeah.
off. I knew it caught her off guard because her face started. She was like, and this wrinkled up, and she was trying to figure out what to do next. I think she took
What
to
to say.
McDonald's. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, try to cheer you up or something.
So that was the first time, like as a child, I think most parents don't know, or most parents don't try to acknowledge that their child's not okay.
Hmm.
Like they think, oh, they ain't got nothing to worry about. They ain't got no bills. They got basketball, got all this.
Yeah, I definitely I agree with that because it's like to them sometimes they see the stability of a family, the house, the bills, the electricity is always on. But as a kid, sometimes what you need most and want most is that emotional support, like just somebody that somebody you can talk to for real, for real. Of course, we have friends and stuff, but.
Oh snap, we under attack.
I was like, bro, is that a helicopter or something?
You can tell he been through something. You saw how fast his left hand moved.
I was about to reach for something.
Let's get an instant replay on that hand. But okay, go ahead.
But yeah, it's like I feel like and it took me a long time to realize this because I remember my mom always used to say, you don't understand how grateful, how blessed you are. And yeah, I understand that. But as a kid, we don't get that. We don't get that. Not everybody has what you have growing up and stuff, or not everybody's living how you're living. Like some people might struggle more than you, but as a kid, we don't see that. We just see ourselves and what we're going through and how we feel as a kid. So sometimes we was just looking for emotional support from parents, but we didn't know that's what we was looking for.
We didn't know, yeah.
Yeah, as a
they
kid.
didn't know how to give it. And it's weird to say it's okay. And it's not okay. But it's okay. You didn't know what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
You knew keep us alive, make sure we eating,
Make sure we go to school.
make sure we go to school. Hopefully we don't die. Like you do what you try to do. And that's why I kind of give my parents the cool, y'all. I give y'all applaud because y'all we communicate now, but a lot of people don't have that, and that is like an example of me saying, parents can still grow up too. They can keep learning. Because I know my dad kept it real with me when I got older. He was like, his father drank and wasn't such a nice fella. And he said, I ain't gonna do that shit. And I can see like most of his actions was shit, I'm gonna do exactly what my dad wouldn't do. And then I was like, all right, Pop, you a gangster. So, and a lot
That's-
of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I know. I was just saying that's good that he can see that. Because, like as we said before, sometimes the parents just do exactly what their parents do. They don't see how probably doing it a different way would benefit the the child and stuff like that. So that's good that he saw that. Okay, I didn't like how that turned out. So yeah, I ain't finna do that.
Yeah, I ain't like, I don't want my son to deal with this shit. I got to do better. Yeah, I give it props, and I think about it too, because us now, me and you, if we so ever happen, like you have a child, and I have my child or anything like that, I feel like the way we could teach them, they're going to be better than us. That's going to be crazy. Because we see what our grandparents did, what our parents did, and we kind of took the time to understand it and learn. So what's weird about nigga, my son may know how to do telekinesis. He gonna be so smart.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like I be thinking about the same thing as my future children, and then my future wife, her mindset of how she's gonna be. Because it's like my mom told me I could be anything, but it was always education had to be it had to be through education. Don't get me wrong, education is important. But it's like in this business world, in this world that we living in, there's so many different things that you can do, especially with social media. There's so much stuff that you can just, whatever you're interested in, you can just become good at it and then just show it to other people. And it's just like, you're just doing what you love. There's so many stuff I see on Instagram. It's like, wow, look how many followers this person has, or look how much money he's just making off of doing something that he loves. So just like when I think about my future kids' lives, it's like, oh man, the world is gonna be it's gonna be like they're gonna take over the world, because I'm not limiting to anything. Like, listen, whatever you're interested in, man, we gonna get it. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna grind, and you're gonna achieve it. Because it's like, I'm a firm believer in manifestation. So it's like, if I could teach that to my children at a young age, like, yo, whatever you believe in, just like if I could teach them that whatever you want, just believe in yourself and it's gonna happen. Just keep working hard at it, no matter what it is. If I could teach them at a young age, man, it's finna been crazy. Finna start a legacy.
So with that being said, we are in the mode of positivity at the moment. Ain't a lot of nonsense going on right now, but
Not yet.
It will.
Not yet.
It will. So with that being said, I want to ask you this question. Since we are in our 30s,
What? I didn't hear that. Hold on. Say that
since
again.
I'm 30 and you are about to be 30, what would you? I know we're at the moment now. What would you say to your 20-year-old self? Like, what game would you? If your 20-year-old self was sitting right there where that camera is, and you can give him some game on a personal life, on your life, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you get it? I'm turning my mic off so you can do your thing.
Actually, it was kind of similar to what I was just saying. I would really just say, like, nigga, you got this shit. Like, don't look for no running partner. Don't look for anybody to help you. Just believe in yourself. Whatever you want to achieve, just do it, because you got an imagination that's out of this world. And you here looking for other people to agree with you or other people to run with you, but just believe in yourself, little bro. You got this shit. Just keep on running. There's a reason why you have these, these thoughts. There's the reasons why you always imagining, how can I do this? How can I do that? Your mind is great. Just believe in yourself. And I'll just keep telling him that, and just, helping him lift his head up. How about you?
Hey, that was beautiful, big dog, man. That was beautiful.
I appreciate it. I think it deserves one of these sound bars, but I don't know how you mixed it up.
I
So
got you.
I felt like I should have gave myself one,
I
but
figured that.
I didn't want to give myself the wrong one. Like that.
Nah, that was just
There we go. There we
Didn't
go.
mess that up, but it sounded good.
There we go.
There you go. But that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. I'm gonna
Appreciate
hit
it,
one more
appreciate
button,
it.
but I don't know what it's gonna do. What I would say to my younger self, or what I would want to hear is, again, like you would say, bro, stop looking for other people's okay. Like don't wait on it. If you got an idea, you want to do it, you're gonna be frustrated as hell
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to figure it out at first. But the pride you're gonna have knowing that you did it and you didn't ask for no help, that's gonna be the best feeling. And it's such a oh my god, it's such a fucking double-edged sword because this next part. It's okay if you need help.
You had to make sure you threw that in
I had
there.
to make sure because as I'm saying that, I didn't ask for help. But again, there's certain times I should have asked for help. I should have called somebody and talked to them. I should have been like, "Hey, bro, how'd you do this?"
Mm-hmm.
I should have reached out more because, man, I did not do that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do that very well, and I'm kind of embarrassed. And the other thing I would say, talk more about yourself. Talk more about your goals. Talk more about what you want to accomplish. Stop saying, "Bro, I wish I could do that." Because there was a point in my life, man, I wish I could have hooped. Like, went overseas and played ball. I mean, I could. You should have tried. Hey,
Yeah.
brother, try.
Yeah, really.
You had enough money to get a goddamn tryout.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would have failed, you would have failed. And if not, at least you can say you tried.
Mm-hmm. At least of not knowing what could have happened
Yeah.
without trying. Yeah.
So I said, just try. I'll say to my younger self, try. Whatever you want to do, try. And make sure that you communicate. Make sure you try your best to talk, express how you feel, and always keeping the feelings of everybody else in consideration because you don't know what other people going through. You know what I mean? But know that you're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
You're blessed, and we're going to give you one of these. Nope, wrong one.
You turn that thing down quick, real quick.
I'll give you one of these.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. I'm sorry, we've been going for too long and I forgot these damn buttons.
But since we're on that topic of like past tense, is there anything you felt like you've learned from like relationships and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Or friendships?
That kind of ties into being able to actually talk and express yourself because I didn't do that in relationships. I was horrible at that. I wish I did better because, and I hate that I was just I don't like, okay, so I don't like cussing. I'm trying to stop cussing. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna try so hard, but I gotta use it. I was okay being a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
I told myself I was that. And I think that's what screwed me.
You took pride in it?
I took pride in it because I knew what I was. Like I knew I'm here for one thing only, and that's the cookie. I'm trying to get some cookie. That's what I want. I got a sweet tooth. I want the cookie. But I knew that, and I said it out loud too many times, bro. And so when I was single, I knew I wasn't shit. I hate that now. And then when it came to relationships, if I communicated more about how I felt and stopped being so shut off, stop acting like doing the bare minimum was enough. And like, why you tripping, girl? I took you out to eat yesterday, and then we sat all day in the house. I'm trying to go with my homie to a bar real quick. I got to give him some attention. What, nigga? So that's what I say. Communicate more. Stop acting like the bare minimum was enough, and stop put myself in their shoes because even though maybe I didn't feel like it wasn't that big of a deal, my person. Probably my gal, my lady, my big booty Judy would probably feel some type of way about that. I'm sorry, let me say that more serious. I had to take a joke into this. But even though I didn't feel a certain way about something, she may have felt that her world was crushed. And to me, I've been through shit and I probably think it ain't that serious. Like, it's whatever. But her world probably crumbling.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely relate to that because it's like I had that messed up perspective mentality that like if I was in that situation, if the roles were reversed or flipped, I wouldn't trip. So why are you tripping? But not really understanding that there's a reason that like whether or not she's wrong or right or feel justified, there's something that triggered whatever happening. But it's like you said in the previous conversation that we had, it's like when she's explaining her concerns to you, are you listening to really understand why she feels that? Or are you just listening to respond? And it's like, now that I'm grown up now, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, moment of pause for that.
Hey, say that one more time, bro. Let's do a DJ drop. Say that one more time, because that's how it is a DJ drop. Say it one more time.
Are you listening to respond? Or are you listening to really understand where they're coming from, to understand their true feelings in that particular situation? And me, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I was just tapping my foot, waiting for her to finish so I could say how I feel. Because I'm like, in my head, I know you're wrong. So why are we even having this discussion? But it's like, it doesn't really matter who's right or wrong. You gotta, in a relationship, you gotta understand that, you know, you guys are trying to make it to the top together. So whether the person is right or wrong, they have a right to express their opinion and why they feel that way. Like something that you may have done could have like triggered why they feel that. So, but I didn't see that. I wasn't trying to hear none of that, like when I was younger and stuff. So it's definitely a lesson that took me years to understand and learn that, hey, I don't know all the answers or I'm not always right. Like I gotta, you know, shut up sometimes and really, you know, listen and understand. Because yeah, your actions could like
affect them more than you think.
Yeah, exactly. And you might not even see it, but to them, like you just said, their world is crumbling. You're like, yo, I'm just hooping with the boys. I'm just going to the club to chill. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you tripping? But
you don't know, she probably had a tough week and she was holding it the whole week, not trying to let it out. And it something affected her, and now she needs you to just be there.
Yeah. And then it's like, she could have been communicating that through you sometimes, like throughout the week and stuff. But I don't know about you, but I thought I was a good communicator, but it was kind of one-sided for me. Like a lot of times I wouldn't see their perspective. So it's like, I would say how I'm feeling, but it's like when it's her turn to say how she's feeling, I'm acting so one-sided in that conversation that it's not really resonated with me why she's feeling that way. So it's like, that's something I had to realize that I was messing up in my past, in my relationships and stuff. It was kind of like a one-sided conversation in a way.
It's beautiful, man. See, ladies, men can grow. Y'all stop saying these dudes ain't shit.
Hey, we grow. It just might take us like 10 years or something.
It's gonna take that young man you dealing with, young lady you young too. It's gonna take y'all time. And if he's older than us and he in his 40s and such, let him go.
He was supposed to learn already. If he still playing the same game, doing the same stuff, yeah.
He's still in the club. Let him go. Man, we about to go back to a quick commercial break, man. We're gonna get right back with you.
Like that.
Oh, it's the drop. Oh, yeah. I got you. Hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow us on our social media platforms at Positive Nonsense Podcast. And we can't wait to hear from you. And again, please give me a heads up before you record me, because things occurred.
Hey, what's up, family? This is Dre, the positive half of Positive Nonsense Podcast, also known as PNP. I'm just here to remind you beautiful souls that we're here for a long time and we're here to stay. If you want more of our content, just comment, like, and subscribe on our YouTube, our TikTok, and our Instagram platforms. All right, let's get back to these jokes, because I know you guys are smiling, and I know you ladies are definitely watching. I see you, baby.
You been trying to call my bluff.
But since we're talking about, like, you know, relationships and past relationships and stuff, how do you feel about, because I know this is an ongoing discussion, probably not trending right now, but I know in the past, a lot of people have voiced their opinions on this. How do you feel about the percentage-wise when you're looking at a relationship? Like, and not as far as, like, when you take it out on a date, just in theory, how do you feel everybody should be putting forth their effort in a relationship? Whether it's 25-75, 50-50, whatever.
So you really did a 50-50? All right. I believe, okay.
Because I'm curious, man, because I've never really, the way I feel about it, I've never really heard people say it like that. So I want to.
So do you want to say yours first, and then I kind of throw in mine, or you want?
Okay, yeah, I can say mine first. So the way I feel about it is like, what Deion Sanders like to say. He just came out with a new book, by the way, and what he like to say is keep the main thing the main thing. So it's like how I look at relationships is like keep the main thing the main thing. And for me, what I'm looking for in a wife is like, okay, how are we going to build this dynasty? How are we going to build this kingdom? To me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's giving the most effort. We understand the assignment and we're doing it together. I do feel like as a man, there should always be me putting more effort because this is as a man. But it's like keep the main thing the main thing. Sometimes my what happened?
Hold on, man. Hold on, bruh. Hold on, bruh.
Is something in
I
here?
think the Fed's coming to get you. You dropping that real shit.
Bro, I had me take my
Dropping that
headphones
real
off and
shit.
everything. Hope y'all hear the helicopter. Cause they coming for me. I didn't know what was going on.
Dropping that real shit. The cops coming to get him.
But for real, man, it's like, for example, say something happens to my wife, right? And for that moment, I got put in 90% and she could only put in 10%. And I'm not just talking about bills or stuff like that. Just in general, the effort that we're putting towards making this shit work is like, that's what expected. I gotta hold, you know, I have to hold my share and your share. Like, to me, it's not necessarily a percentage thing. It's just we keeping the main thing. Like, sometimes I gotta put more effort. Sometimes, but not as much. You might have to put in more effort, and it's just like I just can't. When it's time for me to be back on my feet or whatever, it's just I take whatever, you know, wherever my role is and whatever we have going on. But it's just like, as long as you keep the main thing, I feel like it should not be the actual number should not matter, because there's going to be times when one half of the relationship has to put in more effort than the other one, and it shouldn't be a problem because you guys are trying to, you know, maintain your kingdom, build a dynasty and stuff like that. So I've never really heard nobody say it like that. I would always hear like 50-50 or not, a guy just have to do 90-10 and that's it. There's no question about it. Like I said, I do feel like us as men should always put in more effort in everything that we're doing. But it's like we're working together to whatever our goals are. So I feel like the actual percentage does not really matter. How do you feel about that? Bro, I had to side twice on that one.
These women don't deserve nothing. I'm like, she need to be in the kitchen cooking. Nah, I'm talking shit.
Let's say, like, she has to know her role.
She gotta know her role in the kitchen. She don't get no watch. There's a timer on the oven. I'm talking shit. I agree. But my views on that I'm saying you have an idea. It's amazing. Because yes, sometimes it can't be 50-50. Maybe I gotta do 90, you gotta do 10. Maybe you gotta do 70. Shit, I gotta do 30. Like, it just off of what it needs at that moment in time, because we can't have it all together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've asked my father this question. I asked him about the 50-50. He looked at me and said, "What's that?" I said, "Pops, like, you know what I'm saying? When you gotta do this, that." He looked at me and said, "Man, if you want to act like that, it's 100-100."
Mm-hmm.
He said it's 100-100. It's like, if I don't have no backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, because in this relationship, there's multiple times I've been down, your mama had my back. And I was like, multiple times your mama been down, I had her back. And then I agree. I don't agree with this 50-50 because I've been on a lot of dates. I got to cross the leg for this one. I am happily with a lovely lady right now, baby. You baddie, baby. But I've been on a lot of dates, and I've had a lot of rules on dating, and I've had a lot of rules in engagement with women. Just one saying: if she don't pull her wallet out by the third date to pay for anything, I ain't talking to her.
I could definitely get down with that too.
If
It's
it ain't
like,
parking,
just something. Just something. Even as Candy at
the movie
the movie theater. It's like I don't need it. I don't need it to happen. Just, you know, just put in that effort.
That's it. It's something. But this generation doesn't believe that a man should have everything together when he meets you. A lot of times that man doesn't have it together.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times he has it together, but something triggers him, and he kind of emotionally will go down a rabbit hole and be in a demise. And that's where the woman comes in.
Yep.
And a lot of times a woman needs to be the stability for a man. So if he needs you to do 2%, he look at you and says, "I will do anything for you. I will lay my life out and die for you. But I'm not going to do these dishes. I got everything else, but I hate them dishes." And she going to look at her like, "Baby, I already ordered some soap." Like, that's my girl. You got the dish soap. And it's a very, funny example, but sometimes a man, he has it all. He has it all figured out by the time he got to you because you chose this man and you hope that God you chose right one. But this man probably has it together 80%. But it's probably something that he doesn't. And he just needs you to carry that for him. And it sucks that a lot of women in this generation can't carry that 10%. It's like I will die for you.
Yeah.
But I can't be alone on my birthday for some reason. Like I've had a traumatic time and I just can't be alone and I just want you to be here. Well, why can't I just go out since you're going to be at home? A woman will say that.
Yeah,
A woman will do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes let's flip it because we don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate here.
So we flip it to a man's perspective, a woman's perspective. All I want you to do is bring me flowers. Just give me flowers. Go to the store, give me flowers. What do you get from the store? You get a bottle of wine. He's like, I don't want no wine. I said flowers, bring me flowers. I want flowers. But yet, some people can't go that extra 10. And it sucks.
Or I'll give you one more. It's
go ahead, bro.
like, it doesn't just have to be a holiday to give her flowers too. That could just be like it's nothing to us. Like, no, not necessarily us, but it's like as a person, I'm pretty sure you can afford flowers that's not on a holiday and stuff like that. But it's like
they be cheaper, fellas.
yeah, exactly.
Grocery
So it's
store and grab one. They be cheaper, I tell you.
exactly. So I had to realize myself that, man, you don't have to wait to the holiday to show that you appreciate them, especially if they're already doing a lot. So it's just like, since you mentioned the flowers, I wanted to mention that to guys out there. Like, yeah, you don't got to wait till the holidays to show you appreciate them for real. Because it's like, kind of talks about what we was talking about before. Like, as far as perspective, you might not, just because you feel like in your eyes you're staying with her, you're single. I mean, you're not cheating on nobody. You're not cheating on her. You're not talking to nobody else. That she should be good. That she feels secured. But like I said earlier, people have different love languages. Maybe her love language is flowers, gifts, affection. That secures her in the relationship. But it's like you can't just go off of your perspective. You have to understand how she sees the world. And, vice versa, females, you have to see how we see the world too, because it's like we do find stability in you guys. So you guys do help us in our day-to-day lives. So definitely understand each other and learn each other's love language.
And this man right here dropping jewels. That's why the helicopter keep coming. He's trying to find him.
It's like, where is this man at? He's a dangerous one.
If you ever play Grand Theft Auto, he got hella stars.
I got 6 stars, man. 6 stars. I gotta type in those cheat codes so I can make it disappear, but they keep coming back.
Keep dropping gems. They keep trying to find him. But shit, I said that joke. Forgot what I was about to say. And I know we ain't the best. Like we just trying to give you the perspective of a man that took the time to understand themselves and it took the time to kind of like find out what a large majority of men probably need. Because a lot of time as a man and a black man, you leave that front door and you have to put on a strong face even though you're weak. So as that moment you walk out, notice a black man when he walk out, he ain't smiling, his back straight. He's standing 2 inches taller, and he's being assertive in every conversation he has because he's like, I don't know who's gonna play me, I don't know who's trying to take my position, and I don't know who's out here trying to end this for me. I know it's probably some people's over exaggerations, for some people it's not as much, but you don't know what that man is fighting. And when he comes home, sometimes he want to watch cartoons.
A little Family Guy.
It's a little Family Guy. He want to be goofy. He want to put that cape up because he's like, God damn, I had to make sure I had that job right. The manager was talking shit to me, so I had to make sure I got that so I can get my baby what she want. He want to put that up. And all he wants you to just, not even a meal, give your man a hug, do something goofy. Just show him a little bit of love.
Yeah.
You don't know what he just had to fight that whole day.
And I feel like as a guy, a lot of times it's looked upon us to do that because that's how, we saw people like our family did it or parents or whatever. But as men, I feel like we suffer in silence a lot. So it's like where according to society, we are the leaders. It's something that we're supposed to, experience and stuff. And yes, that's understandable. But of course, just because you experience it and know it's supposed to happen doesn't mean you handle it the right way emotionally. So it's like, but we know we're supposed to go through it. We don't understand. Like it's not clear what the answer is, but we still going through it, understanding that we need to. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it fair. So it's like I know I have suffered in silence a lot, but because I never opened up about the stuff I'm going through because I knew I was supposed to go through it. So, but that doesn't make it, it doesn't make it, from my mind, from my emotion, it doesn't make it clear, how to go through it. So definitely show more love. And it's on both sides too, not just.
Hey, we flip it around here. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's on both sides too. Because I love a lot of females hold things in. Like there's something they really need to tell their guy, but it's just like depending on how he react to it, she knows how he's gonna react it or something, or she don't want to start problems or something, so she would hold it in. But it's something that's really holding the relationship back. So,
baby, it ain't a good time to give bad news. So
yeah.
If you got something hard to say, just say it. It ain't a good time to give bad news.
Never a good time. So just go ahead and just open up that communication. Let it be a two-way street and not just a one-way street. Because like I said before earlier, my relationships, I thought it was a two-way street, but my perspective was messed up a lot of times. So it's really a one-way street. So, you guys got together for a reason. So, just make, like I said earlier, make the main thing the main thing. Why are you guys really together? What are you guys trying to achieve together? What are you guys' goals? Is that more important than, the few mishaps, the few bumps that we're going through right now? Because maybe you guys can go through it together and grow through it together. So it'll make you a better person, maybe, and make your relationship stronger. You guys become closer through the problems, depending on what the problems are, of course. But you just got to be optimistic about things, optimistic about the future of your relationship, of your health, your relationships, all that.
Let's do a summary. Make sure that you have an open line of communication.
Definitely.
There's never a good time to give bad news. So if you got something on your chest, say it. It ain't 50-50, it's 100-100. And if it may vary about who's down and out and who needs that support to get back up. And never forget, you damn right. And never forget. I know I'm talking the truth. Even the robots in here are telling me I'm going crazy.
It was like, put emphasis on that one.
You like that part. You know what I'm saying? And again, make what?
Make what?
Nigga, no, you don't say what I say. Say what you said. You got from Dion, nigga. And make what?
Oh, make the main thing, y'all. Because you're in this for a reason, or you believe in something for a reason, or you trying to do something for a reason. So just keep the main thing the main thing. Keep your goal, your main goal in front of, on top of your head, in front of everything. Whatever you're going through right now, it doesn't even matter, because you're gonna still hit your goal. You're still gonna get there. So anything you're going through right now, as long as you keep driven and stay focused and stay determined, keep the main thing the main thing. You got this. I believe in you. We believe in you. We believe that we
Hold on, brother. I hear that you on a rampage, right? But your mic turned around.
Oh, man, it really is. I was wondering why I sounded different. Like 20 minutes ago, I wasn't sounding like this.
Nah, it was towards the end. It was towards the end. So what we're gonna do is and make what?
Make the main thing the main thing. Make the main thing the main thing. And if you wonder what that is, just think about what do you think about a lot? What do you think about every day? What passions do you have? What do you dream about you succeeding? What do you dream about how your family is going to be in the future? Whatever you're going through is just preparing you for that. You're going to eventually reach your goals. You're going to eventually achieve everything you wanted. You had to just believe in yourself and keep the main thing, because all these bumps in the roads is not going to matter, because we focus on the goal and we're going to hit that goal. So I believe in you, we believe in you, and I'm talking into the mic right this time.
Hey, you know anything about podcasts? I've been getting into podcasts.
Which ones are you listening to?
I really like this one called